Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. He did a Giga Chad move by responding in the best way you can to some drama that was happening, well, at least someone that had mentioned. Here is Ripkole. This is the VTuber in question right here, as you can see. Your favorite spooky ghost. Says, I was in class working on Shylily fan art when someone asked, oh, did she commission you? Before I could answer, someone else said, dude, you think someone as big as Shylily would commission her? And I won't lie, that one hurt a little. Thank you for all the kind words about my art and for defending me. It means a lot. And to those saying this didn't happen, I studied game design, so odds of my classmates knowing who she is was pretty high. Maybe they meant it as a joke, but it still hurt my feelings. And another note, it doesn't matter if you have huge following or are just someone who loves art. Every commission I get means so much to me. I put my heart into every piece I create. If you'd like to support my art, my commissions are open. Thank you for believing in me. Down here, all the things that they put out there, of course. And of course, emergency commissions on January 5th. And Shylily comes out and says, are your commissions open? Wait, is this real? I never thought you'd actually see this. Yes, they're open. And then she says, take a screenshot and show your classmates. On it, in your face, random classmates. Yes. So Shylily is going to commission some art from them. What it is, I don't know. But whatever it is, congratulations to this artist, Ripney, and I do believe them. I do believe that this happened because people can be very, very evil in the way they treat you, very evil in wanting to mark you down and knock you down. Your art is cute. Next time somebody says that sort of thing, just remind them that you can draw them pregnant or their mom getting railed, etc. You have the power. Don't let anybody discourage you. Always remind them of the power you hold. Absolutely. And yes, even in the most simplest of ways, remember, as an artist, whoever you are, whether you are big or small, you have the power of creation. You can create anything with your art. Well, I don't care if it's just a small doodle. I don't care if it's stick art. You're creating something new. You're creating something out of nothing. You do have that blessing of being a creator in a way. So remember that and don't ever forget that. Alicea, who is an evil doll VTuber, has been harassed apparently for having cancer. Or this person thinks that they don't have cancer is my guess. So here we go. I'll be removing my business email. Let's take a look at this. I'll just let you know it is tiny. I try to make it bigger, like in this case of showing it here, but as you can see, it doesn't really work. So here we go. I'll read it to you guys, and hopefully you guys can read along with me. Why do you keep lying about having cancer? They're using the bad word, the W word. Anyone can cough into a mic and pretend to be sick. Go get a real job. You dropped out of school because you are too lazy and blah, blah, blah. And it keeps going. And it keeps going and going and going. You can see here, telling them, that they sicken them, that it's just simps that follow them, lonely, that the simps are lonely and they would do any girl, that type of stuff. OnlyFans is a place for you. Basically, that's where everyone goes. And they do it again and again and again and again. It isn't just once. They sent it 6 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago. And it says, I hope your so-called cancer will just blank you. No one cares about your model. No one cares about anything. This person is treating her like, they did something personal against them. Like, I don't know. They destroyed their dog. They pooped on their lawn. I don't know. It's really bad. I don't know why people take their time out of their day to be this evil, but there are people like that out there. And normally I would say, this is one of the side effects of being a creator out there, but this is going a little bit too far. You're wishing ill will, you're wishing actual damage and harm on someone else, you're wishing actual physical harm come to somebody, and you're doing this so harshly on someone who did nothing to you. You could just ignore, you could just move on, you could just do that. But they don't, because they want to hurt somebody, because they want to cause pain. That's what they want to do. Damn, the world's just way too full of awful people like this. I hope these words don't come across as empty or half-hearted, but truly and genuinely, you're appreciated. And there will always be those who care. Please remember that. Thank you, James, but I don't know why anyone hates me this much. I don't think they hate this person specifically. I think they saw a chance. They saw the email that was available. They saw a chance. They saw a person in a weakened state because they have cancer, etc. And they decided, hey, they have all this, let me go and attack them. Some people are just that evil. Some people are just that messed up. But that's why I call it out, because it should never be done. If you don't like somebody, just block and move on, or mute and move on, or just ignore and move on. The fact that he wrote this is proof enough that he does not receive the attention he wants in life, and is undoubtedly a very lonely and sad man. He couldn't even bother to type it correctly. And yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know how someone could be this evil, but I do wish Alicea the best, and I do hope that they can just put this past them and just ignore, because the more damage it does to you, it's gonna do damage because it's words do hurt, but the more you let them do that to you, being someone who has received a lot of hate recently, the more you let them do that to you, let them affect you, the more power you give them, and the more they're gonna do it. Idol Corp has an idol alert. The idol alert here is saying, cheer on your Oshi in the fight of the century. Marvel Rivals staff versus talents idol showdown, Friday, January 31st, 3 p.m. PST on Talent Channel. So this is going to be a Marvel Rival showdown between the staff and the talents themselves. It's going to be several different talents here, of course, doing their thing. So they're going to be having some fun. Let me actually let you hear what they're saying.
Crime, theft of the highest order. You took cookies from the idol kitchen cookie jar. Those were staff cookies. Finally, Ruby and Nikki, your actions have shaken HQ to its core. You are charged with disturbing the peace, building a mecca for Ruby to practice her speedruns through the idol hallways.
Oh God.
That is not, I repeat, not a content strategy. As a result, we are here to issue a challenge. In recent weeks, we've noticed an increase in Marvel Rivals streams.
Yes, so there's always a little bit of increase.
Scrimmage matches. The rules are simple. Best of 5. If you win, you'll be found not guilty of your crimes and will be sent back with a prize.
Well, that's good.
Custom staff art hand-drawn by each of us.
The metal pipe sound, yes.
Should you lose, you will be found guilty and your crimes will be answered with a you laugh, you lose challenge. Videos and...
So they are going to be challenged that way. All the boobs I had was put into this mecha. Nikki Ray, I 3D printed that mecha. Excited for this. Nice video touches on the Final Fantasy 14 sound effects. OMG, this is so hype, cheering for the girlies. They're all gonna have lots of fun. I'm glad they can do something like this, honestly. It is very nice to see this announcement. I always appreciate it when a company can do things for their talents in this way. I do want to see if I can watch it at some point, and if whatever happens in the aftermath of this, I will, of course, update each and every one of you on it. It's going to be happening on the weekend, Friday, so take a look at it if you have a chance. A little bit of meme time for all of you. The little bit of the backstory here is this, what became this, was someone was wearing a shirt like that, and they cut that and put Mint's head on top of it. So it says, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm gay and I was having gay sex. This is meant as a joke, for goodness sakes. People, all right, some people take this too seriously, but it's meant as a joke. It's meant as a meme. It's hilarious. I love it. I love it because it's just a meme. It's just a meme. Coney, one of the members of Dokibirds team, or the team that was originally Dokibirds team for Marvel Rivals. If you remember correctly, I did cover the whole situation with Marvel Rivals, the whole thing they were going through, everything that happened. To give you a short rundown of it, the original rule was that you could have 4 Grandmasters on a team, and Dokibird being one of them. She got her, and then she got 3 others, and then you could have, 2 other casual level players, Platinum or stuff like that. So she did that. Then later, people were getting very angry. They're like, how is this a casual tournament? It can make sense. How is this a casual tournament? There's more a pro tournament, because a lot of people started getting destroyed in scrims and things like that. Like, they were just getting destroyed by other more sweaty players. Made sense. So they switched that to 2 days before the thing to 2 Grandmasters. And that meant that, Doki had to get rid of 2, but she got rid of herself instead in order to fit the rules. And then the rules were later 2 Grandmasters, 2, I think that whatever it is, the top layer of people, which would basically be like if you were like Apex Predator, for example. Things like that. 2 of the top level people and then 2 regulars. And then that was fine. Then after that, they changed it again. So they kept changing things again. Coney goes through the whole process of what happened, and he's like, this does not seem like a Amazon-led, professional type of tournament, or at least a tournament that would be respected. This seems more like a Reddit level tournament, a tournament with, like if I ran it, like for me myself, Salvi ran a tournament, I'd be dumb and do stuff like this. I would try my best not to do stuff like this. I would try to get people who know how to run tournaments to help me out, at least, get some ideas of how to do it. I'd even be very public about it. but he talked about the whole thing here. The stakes and stature of it were what made it a big problem. He calls everyone out. He calls the people. He calls out Twitch Rivals. He calls out other people who were, you know, doing and saying a lot of things. He just basically puts it all out there, not in a very aggressive tone, but he basically covers absolutely everything. I've said it before and I'll say it again, Coney's a G, well-made video with just the right amount of spice to cook Twitch without sounding like he's whining or anything. Basically, it was just an S show, as you all know. It was a horrible show. It was a bad showing. I mean, you're going to get sweatiness because it was a $200,000 prize pool for the whole team. What Twitch did, kind of like as a consolation prize, is Twitch Rivals was like, okay, if you ended up having to leave because of this rule change, the sudden rule change, less than 24 hours before, you know, everything happened, then yes, we will give you a cut, like an extra, like basically consolation prize, which I think was like $5,000 or $6,000 for the people who ended up having to leave, which was, I believe, Saikuno and Doki, and I'm not sure if there was anyone else. Those are the two that I heard of. And still, of course, this created a drive for her team, or her former team, to do well and to beat everybody. And of course, there were moments where Coney, I think, is really good with Magneto and Mr. Fantastic, I believe, and things like that. Those ended up being banned, I think, in a ban phase, but then he was allowed Rocket Raccoon. He ended up being really good with Rocket Raccoon, and that he won with that, even though they were trying to pretty much weaken the team as much as they could. He still won. He beat Team Shroud, and, you know, I think it was Team Shroud was the one that he was beating, and he beat them for the actual championship. No one expected for them to win because of all the rule changes, all the messed up things that were happening, but they were able to do it, and the rest is history. They are now, the whole team is well known now. The whole team is known mainly because, and it got a much better showing because of the fact that Twitch Rivals was so bad. So the management of it was so bad. So that's how they got even more fame, thanks to Twitch Rivals being idiots, pretty much. And he goes more against Twitch than he does against the individual people, because that's just the type of person he is. But yeah, it is a good watch. It is a 30 some odd minute watch, so I do recommend you watch it on your own. But yeah, he goes through everything, all the points, how they were working hard, how they were doing a lot. It's like that. Then they ended up banning Rocket Raccoon later, and ended up banning a lot of different things. They went through a lot of adversity, and they ended up winning. They ended up winning everything. I will, I'm just showing you little clips and snippets. But here you go. I think they banned Rocket Raccoon for the other team, and they banned Magneto for his team, etc. Because you have a ban phase that you can go through in order to make it, quote unquote, more fair. So he ended up winning with Rocket Raccoon, like I said before. And I'm so very glad that they were the ones who won it. And of course, everyone else who played fair, everyone else who didn't smurf, everyone else who didn't try to hide their being Grandmaster or whatever, I also congratulate them for whatever showing they had, because it is not easy being in a tournament. Aliceixia Sou is a female Japanese YouTuber with Nijisanji. She's been there since 2019, and she has found a boyfriend. Now, this is not normally any kind of news, but you know how the Japanese sphere can be when it comes to idols and things like that. They can be like, boyfriend, boyfriend, the freaking unicorns can go insane. And this is good for her because, like, they have this, people said down here, she has been an amazing person. And right here it says, Hayase has been saying for years she wants to get married amongst the Nijisanji JP livers. She and Suzuka Utako were known for being public about their desire to get married and start a family. So they kind of primed their community to know, yes, I'm probably going to be in a relationship at some point. You should not be too parasocial with me, because if it's going to hurt pretty much in the long run. Management has told her in the past it's fine for her to find a husband. Recently, she accidentally said my husband on stream. Rather than try to backpedal, she decided to own it and make an announcement. Though she called him husband, they're not married yet, and only started dating last week. Fans are generally supportive, with only 6% of her audience being gachakoi, and even that, it was surprisingly high for her. There's a few sad comments here and there, but for the most part, fans are happy and relieved for her. The gachakois are a negative part of the VTuber community. It does happen where they get a little bit too parasocial and a little bit like they are in a relationship with the liver, which they're not. The liver VTuber, talent, etc. They're not. Unless they actually actively are, it should not be seen that way. But some people do see it that way, And of course, but nice to have no gachakoi. Things nice that mostly supportive, or at least uncovered by this info. Like, they're unfazed. A lot of people, they deserve to be happy and have normal interaction with non-chat members. Of course, glad to hear fans supportive and good to her. Some people are weird about it, but should want to support your faves so that they're happy. Like me, for example. I will never be sad if any of my Oshis or Kami Oshis get married, have family, etc., because I am not that parasocial. I am always happy when they have successes. I'm always happy when good things happen to them. I'm that type of parasocial, I guess you would say. I'm supportive of what they do, but if they decide to get married, they decide to have kids, they decide to make a family, they decide to quit, they decide to do whatever, I'm fully supportive, and I won't go crying my eyes out because I want them to be back, or I want them to not do what they were going to do for their happiness. So of course, support them, support Aliceixia Sou if you are a fan, or, you know, if you just want to show any kind of support, go ahead and do that. Omaru Polka, the wonderful Fennec Fox circus ringleader of Generation 5 of Hololive JP, has finished their concert, their 3D live. It was done at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so I wasn't there, but we are able to show it to you guys here. At least a little thing here and there, as you know. It started with Luna here. So many guests. So very happy to see this. Hololive and non-Hololive guests. It is great to see this, man. I really love it. This is a lot. Holy moly, they did a lot. They did a lot. Now, the one that a lot of people are waiting for, Fuamoko. I had skipped a little bit too much, I apologize. She had a lot of fun, and I do want to show you a little bit of her thank yous and what Fuamoko said. It said, Big Sister Polka, basically, Polmaru. We're so happy to sing our bright parade together, and finally we were able to sneak a hug in. Big Sister Polmaru hug. I was so happy to be able to sing together. Let's sing again the day after tomorrow. Love you, bow bow. Because I believe she is going to be a part of Fuamoko's birthday party as well. So let's see also these group here. They are Aikatsu Akad. They are a virtual idol group. Appearance information: 4 members of Aikatsu Academy streaming team appeared on Omaru Polka's birthday stream in 2025. This is the group that showed up here. They are, as mentioned here, the whole thing here. I'm going to translate it actually for you in order to be able to, you guys to see it. Official account for distribution department. We will deliver the latest information on distribution and events for the Aikatsu Academy. And this is their big show here. For them, it's humongous to be a part of Hololive, part of the Hololive event. I'm so glad they were able to get in. I'm so glad that Polka was able to announce it and able to get them as a part of this. And of course, finishing things off, I do want to show some fan art that is here. It's Ibaraki Shun did a illustration to commemorate Polka's Omaru's birthday. Happy birthday. And of course, with all of this, it always ends up with a bit of merch here. As you can see, some merch for her birthday merch here. As you can tell, you have charms, you have other things here. As you can see there, little lanyard, like bracelet type things, I think. They're kind of like a keychain hanging thing that you can have. And of course, tapestry. You have all these other pieces. And of course, the limited edition stuff with, you know, the actual autograph has been sold out. It is a normal thing to happen. So congratulations to Polka for having an amazing birthday. Takane Louie, one of the 4 members who is still actively in Holo X of Hololive's 6th generation, has announced that they did, of course, as of the 28th, bring out a cover of a wonderful song by Kenshi Yonezu that has been requested a lot, or Yonezu. The video quality is great, so it's Kenshi Yonezu's song, so enjoy your eyes too. Here we go, a little bit of what it is. I will have it for you right here. So there we go. I can't play too much of it because, again, I'll remind you every single time, because people have people asking questions, why didn't I keep the whole song? It is because of the fact this darn thing, the YouTube copyright system is pretty bad. So I did want to share with you that Takane Louie does have a new cover out. It is this song by Kenshi, the person that she mentioned, and it is, as you can tell, animated. Basically a small little anime music video that they have with some more bright types, some more bright things, more bright places for it. And of course, this is Kenshi Yonezu, who is the one who did this song. And it says, "Goodbye, see you someday." That is the name of the song. And of course, take a look at it if you're interested on Takane Louie's channel. And of course, you just look for Louie channel, as you can see there. It was done a day ago, as of when I'm looking at it. So the 28th was when it was done. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of all sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between, languages, etc. Because I want this to be a positive space where we build each other up and push each other up, not tear each other down. Here we have Alicea, who's an evil doll VTuber, a very ebby doll who's trying to convince people I am normal. Chaotic bye, icon, there you go. Let's take a look at their about section. Low on energy because I'm going through a cancer treatment. And let's take a look at something that they've done recently.
Okay, I need more. Where should I go next? Where am I? Does this land have like a name? Like Cambodia or something?
Cambodia? I think you're not in Cambodia.
Or is it just Minecraft land?
Sadly, you're not in Cambodia. Cambodia could be fun, but you're not in it. Here we go. The YouTube side, Aliceixia, evil doll who came alive inside a fairy tale and have come in this realm to ruin your life. There we go. Their YouTube side has some, of course, of their latest lives here. They do cross streaming, which is basically, you know, restreaming, whatever you want to call it. They stream on YouTube and on Twitch. And of course, they keep VODs on YouTube, which is amazing because, like I've always said, Twitch is bad with that. So thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you grow and this helps you get some views at least. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.